Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about why Jeff Bezos' net worth dropped in 2022. Let's get right into it. Just last month, Jeff Bezos lost $20 billion of his fortune, dropping him to third place on Forbes' list of the world's wealthiest people. The drop occurred after Amazon stock plummeted following a disappointing earnings report. The company's stock dropped 14% after it reported a massive loss of $3.84 billion in the previous quarter. Bezos is now trailing number 2 behind Bernard Arnault, the French luxury tycoon whose net worth is estimated by Forbes to be $157.7 billion. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, holds the top spot with a net worth of $246 billion and recently acquired Twitter for $44 billion. But what really happened? Simply put, Amazon shares have lost nearly all of their gains from the pandemic. As e-commerce boomed during the pandemic, consumers flocked to online retailers for everything from face masks and Lysol wipes to patio furniture and dumbbells. The company's stock skyrocketed in 2020 and 2021. As the economy recovers and consumers return to physical stores, Amazon and other digital retailers will face increasing pressure to demonstrate that they can maintain the high-flying growth they experienced during the crisis. Amazon's most recent earnings report did little to alleviate those fears. The company reported its slowest revenue growth since the dot-com bust and provided a current quarter outlook that fell short of Wall Street's expectations. A new challenge has emerged as a result of changing market conditions. Investors started to exit tech stocks at the end of last year, prompted by rising inflation and the threat of higher interest rates. This trend has accelerated this year as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February, which has caused oil prices to rise even further. Stocks have fallen further in recent days, following the Federal Reserve's decision to raise its benchmark interest rate. The sell-off has been particularly damaging to the technology sector, with tech titans losing more than $1 trillion in value. Similar figures were reported by the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. According to the index, the world's 500 wealthiest people lost a total of more than $54 billion as the market fell. The majority of Bezos' fortune is made up of Amazon stock, which he owns 11.1% of. As a result, when Amazon's stock price fell, Bezos' fortune suffered on paper. However, if Amazon's stock prices rise again before he sells his shares, he may be able to recover. His fortune has plummeted since it peaked at $210 billion last year, making him the world's richest person at the time, according to a New York Post report. According to Forbes, Mackenzie Scott, Bezos' college sweetheart and former wife, who received 25% of his Amazon stock in a divorce settlement, saw a $6 billion drop in her wealth, dropping to $36.8 billion. According to a Daily Mail UK report, Bezos' net worth has dropped by $40 billion since the beginning of the year. Amazon is currently undergoing a stock split, which increases the number of shares outstanding while also lowering the stock price, making it more accessible to the average investor. The split will be a 20-for-1 transaction, which means that if you owned 1 share of Amazon before the split, you'd end up with 20 shares after the split, each costing about 1/20th of the previous price. As a result, the value of your investment remains unchanged, and one Amazon share that traded for just under $2,450 becomes 20 shares that cost slightly more than $120 each. What is Amazon doing now? Companies with skyrocketing stock prices frequently announce splits to make shares appear more affordable to retail investors. Alphabet, which owns Google and YouTube and has a market cap of nearly $1.5 trillion, has also approved a 20-for-1 split, which will take place in July. But here's the catch. Even though a stock split may appear to make a share more affordable, valuation measures such as price to earnings or price to sales ratios show that the stock is not any cheaper. After the split, Amazon will still be worth approximately $1.3 trillion. The stock will still trade for more than 150 times this year's earnings forecast and nearly 2.5 times its estimated 2022 sales, both of which are significantly higher than the broader stock market and other retail industry leaders such as Walmart and Target. Individual investors who wanted to own growth stocks such as Amazon, Google, and Tesla were frequently forced to buy fractional shares or gain exposure to these companies through popular exchange-traded index funds. This is why, according to Michael Mullaney, Director of Global Markets Research at Boston Partners, making the share prices of quadruple-digit stocks more accessible is a smart move. This should enable more investors to purchase so-called round lots of a company rather than just a few shares. Professional investors have also taken notice. Amazon stock has risen nearly 6% in the last week, suggesting that some investors may be looking to buy before the split takes effect. Apple's high stock price was one of the primary reasons it wasn't added to the Dow until 2015, several months after a stock split reduced its price from the high triple digits to below $100 per share. As a result, the impending splits for Amazon and Alphabet may pave the way for those tech titans to join Apple and Microsoft in the Dow, the only two companies in the US with a higher market value than Amazon and Alphabet. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.